There are those of us who know we've been bad in the past. We've been criminals or villains, and some may have been what they call gangsters and have lived on the wrong side of the law. For that reason, we might all be called sinners. However, there are others who may appear to be squeaky clean, never done any wrong, never been arrested, never been in prison, who may look down upon those of us that have. Such people may consider themselves to be above us on a moral plane and not consider themselves to be sinners. The point I wish to make is this, that we're all sinners in the eyes of God. None of us can look at another and say, I'm better than you or someone else, because we are all in God's sight guilty of wrongdoing. As a former criminal, I have committed many crimes, but I have discovered that those people such as lawyers, politicians, police, teachers, social workers and those in authority commit acts far worse and get away with their crimes. Some of them should be in prison for their acts, which are far more serious than the petty crimes of some in this society. I think they're bad and worse than those who acknowledge their crimes. I realised I could no longer get away with my crimes due to the sophistication of the police work, and so now, as a celebrity gangster, I can't get away with anything. I've turned my life around, working with people, helping them out in entertainment and other forms of activity. I met David Clark at one of my venues in Fareham after his return from Christian mission work in the jails of the Philippines. He had been working with prisoners in New Bilibid Maximum Security Prison, the largest penitentiary in the Far East. It housed over 35,000 inmates in penal farms, in the minimum, the medium and maximum security compounds. In the maximum compound was death row, where there were 1,200 men due to be executed by lethal injection. David's work was to help those inmates who wished to turn their lives around and their back on crime with the necessary steps that they needed to take in order to assist them to return to the free society. Many of their testimonies of turning their lives from crime is recorded in their book, Trojan Warriors. David asked me to help him reach those people in England from amongst those people I knew who may need the kind of help that he was able to give. I promised to help. He too had turned his life round many years ago, turning from crime to Christ, and was now a Christian seeking to share his experience with any who would benefit from hearing what Jesus Christ had done for him. David now works with those in Pakistan, and this Christian Times magazine is international, with writers from America, Finland, Canada, Europe, Pakistan, Australia and the UK. Get your copy now and pass it on to your friends. It may be of help and of interest to them, to those in prison or university or in college, or those teenagers at school.